What's going on, fam?
Hey, Bridging the Gap.
We are here, back on the continent, in Accra. Well, at this moment, we're in Accra. We've been all over the place. But we wanted to let y'all know that we got our DNA test back. And
African Ancestry.
We're both American, Native American Indians.
No.
Not so much. No. So, I think one or two of y'all might have got Cheryl's ancestry right. Missed the mark. Every one of you missed it on me. I'm not, according to African Ancestry, I'm not from any of the Ghanaian, the Akan people. Any of the Ghanaian tribes, I guess I should say, or the people that I'm linked to don't reside. I won't say where we're from because it's about where those people reside today. We know that these borders were drawn up artificially by Europeans and that we've moved all over the place in the meantime. So they just kind of link you to where the most population, the dense population of people who have your bloodline are today. So with that being said, Cheryl's results were...
Don't tell him. I'm going to tell him.
Oh.
You're about to tell him my results.
My bad. Always in trouble, man.
My maternal DNA leads back to, probably can't see this, Fulani and Kanuri people living in Nigeria today.
So
I wasn't expecting that.
We were expecting Ashanti. So we heard a lot of Ashanti or Fanti.
Yeah.
But Fulani is what that is. So
yeah, I wasn't expecting Nigeria either. I never even thought about Nigeria as being an option.
Well, people said you look like you were either Ethiopian or everybody else said you look Ghanaian.
Yeah. So that's it. Fulani and Kanuri, I'm still trying to study them and find out more about those people, tribes of people, my ancestors.
Didn't they say
on my mama's side?
They all kind of reside in northern
Ghana or northern Nigeria.
Nigeria.
And apparently, because I don't understand, but it says that I'm 100%. Let me see how it reads. It says your statistical confidence measure or sequence similarity score is 100%. So they found a 100% match to both Fulani and Kanuri people in Nigeria today. And from my understanding, they both are in the northern part of Nigeria today, and that's probably where the intermixing came in. And they are nomadic. Did she say they were nomads? Is that when they travel around? They're cattle people.
The Fulani people were nomads.
Yeah.
The Kanuri people sedentary.
Right. Pastoral.
She said.
Yeah.
She said both.
Yes. So I got a lot to learn.
Got to take a trip to Nigeria now.
Yes.
So my maternal DNA results were the Bamaleke tribe residing currently in Cameroon. So my mom's folks are Bamaleke in Cameroon, and she said that the Bamalekis are known as business people. I was like, well, that's interesting because a job never settled in my spirit from day one. As a young man, I know I had to have my own. I need to do my own thing. So that's an interesting link. And if any of you are on my Facebook page, you probably saw a post that I shared today showing some waterfalls from Cameroon. Man, there's a ton of waterfalls in Cameroon that are extremely beautiful. So when I got this, I was already thinking about visiting. If you saw that post today, we're definitely going to see that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So my dad's side is right next door to my mother, which is the Fang people living in Gabon, which shares a border with Cameroon. I haven't done a lot of research. I can't remember what Paige said about the Fang people.
Gina.
Excuse me.
Did you
Gina
tell
Coach.
me where we got the results?
Oh yeah. So we told you guys we were expecting to get our results. There were going to be results sent to us while we were here. It turns out that Gina Page, president of African Ancestry, is here right now with the Adinkra group. The Adinkra group put together, Adinkra group is run by Diallo Sambri, my homeboy, who's also from Gabon, by the way, from the Gabon tribe. But Diallo put together the Jamestown to Jamestown tour that we came on. And the African Ancestry reveal that we shared with you guys, they did that at Cape Coast Castle. Well, they had an event here for this time of Afrochella and all of that. They decided to unveil what they're calling the African Ancestry Family Reunion Tour.
Yes.
So they're actually going to be doing, for people who have got their African Ancestry reveals, they're going to be doing meetings and family reunions in Senegal and Cameroon and Ghana, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, all up and down the west coast of Africa. They're going to be having meetings where folks who have identified what their heritage is can come to these meetings and connect with people of that region that have that same heritage, which is really, really cool. So we didn't know they were launching that here. I reached out to Diallo because I knew they were here, seeing if there's any way he could get Gina to email us our results instead of sending them to the house, so maybe we could get our answers while we're on the continent. He told us about this event and that he was going to give us our reveal at the event. And I was like, wow. So it was pretty cool. We got to go to this, it wasn't a large deal, but probably 30, 40 people there. A lot of folks from the continent, a lot of diasporans who live here that we got to connect with and network with and get our results right there on the spot. So pretty cool stuff. What I found interesting is there's Gabon and Cameroon, which are right next door to each other for my parents. And then there's Cameroon and Nigeria, which are right next door to each other. And that's me and Cheryl. So just interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So for all those people out there who swore them down, I look like your uncle. And I'm Guy, I'm this, I'm that, I'm from the Akan people. Apparently African DNA is disagreeing with y'all.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, first of all, we're all still African and the borders are artificial.
100%.
We had a chance to go right to the Togo border. And it's like, it's
tragic.
There's
no other word around it. It is tragic.
You got people who live on one side and got to cross the street to work on the other side, and they're in Togo. It's crazy.
And so if you're a regular, that's not a big deal. But for anybody else who lives inland Ghana, it's a big deal to cross over to your. It's like going from Nevada to California.
Yeah.
So you need your papers. This is Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
You got to pass with papers. It's crazy.
It really is.
In fact, I made a phone call yesterday to the States, and we have SIM cards for Ghana, so we can make phone calls and texts and do things here locally. And I accidentally called the States from my phone, that is the SIM card from Ghana. And so my business partner here was like, let me see how much time that took up. It took up less than 1 CD, which is their currency. And he said, that's because you can call the United States direct. He says, if you wanted to call next door to Togo, that would have to be routed through Britain. He says you would have used all of the 20 CDs and phone calls on your phone. You'd use that in 5 or 10 minutes on the phone. He said if you'd have called the Congo, you wouldn't even got 5 minutes because everything is routed through Europe to call right here on the continent.
It's crazy.
It is really strange, extremely hard to wrap your mind around.
It's division though. Intentional division. So people can't come together and be one. That's basically what it is.
And all of these countries are right next door to each other. I was talking with a buddy of mine, and he was saying there's like 300 miles between Ghana, Togo, Benin, and Nigeria border. There's like, let's say 50, 60 million people in that little space, right? They're right on top of each other. They're right next door to each other. But these are the hoops you have to jump through just to go up the street. So when we went to the mountain, and I posted this on Facebook, and we're going to share it with you guys as well. Went to visit Mount Afajado. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Highest mountain peak, highest mountain range in Ghana. As we pulled up to that mountain, my phone said, "Welcome to Togo," because the mountain is actually, one side is in Ghana, the other side is in Togo. It's shared on both sides in beautiful waterfall. Apparently there's one on the other side too. But we couldn't see the Togo waterfall because you can't go over there if you don't have the right papers, which is just insane to me. But yeah, that's how close everything is here. But you can call the states direct. To call Togo is going to cost you probably 10 times as much money. That doesn't make any kind of sense. Anyway,
I want to know, y'all tell me what tribe has all these hand movements. That's what tribe you from?
That would be the folks here in Ghana.
Yeah, that's what Ma was telling me. She was like, the Ga people, I think she said, they're always talking with their hands. So when she sees African Americans on TV doing certain movements when they're talking, she goes, I know they're from here. I know they're Ga. So I think there's a mix going on or something, because you know, your hands.
I'm Ga Bamaliki Fang. So I don't know. Anyway, I think what Cheryl was saying is we're all West African.
Yeah.
Bottom line in the story, these borders are completely artificial. We're still one family, no matter what they want to call it, drawn up by people who never resided here. Mm-hmm. So it's good to know, so we can go and visit where those folks are. Most what am I looking for? Where the most population density of the people who share that bloodline with us. It's good to be able to go there. You may actually connect with people who are family. So it's good to know for that reason, but it doesn't tell you where you're from, where you came from. It just tells you where they are now.
Where they are now.
So you
that's an important distinction, because right. It's not your full history. It's right. It's not where they started. It's where they ended up, basically. We all kind of started together, right? Kind of. I don't know.
We're gonna get into that history, but that's down the road a little bit. But this tells us where they are now. So if we want to try to reconnect with people who carry that same bloodline as us, you know where to go to make that connection or have the best chance to actually finding your roots. I don't know the 400-year gap in between if you really be able to pinpoint, but I guess with enough blood work and enough DNA, you may be able to determine actual family members by going to that region and connecting with people in the region, which is cool. And that's really all this is for. I know some of y'all was like, don't trust them tests. They're not this, they're not that. It's not the end all be all. Like I said, it doesn't tell us where we came from. It tells us where we are now. And again, it's not the end all be all. It's just a good idea. It's a good frame of reference as to how to connect more closely with people in your bloodline.
I think the only way I would have been disappointed is if
it said you was European.
Yeah. If it didn't come back to the continent, I'd be a little disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, you can't be European.
Really?
Come on, man. Oh, you talking about maybe being Indian, like the brother?
No. Well, yeah, I didn't want that. I wanted it to be on the continent.
So you've been a little messed up. You would have came back.
Yeah.
Indian?
Yeah.
You know, and I was joking with you about that.
About what?
I know about not being from the continent. I was teasing you. I know you were really concerned about that.
Yeah, I wanted roots here.
And you have them right up the street in Nigeria. Anyway, we just wanted to share that with y'all because we told you we would. Doesn't change anything. Where we're moving, where we're starting to build on the continent is going to be right here in Ghana. So, and there will be details of that coming soon, very soon. So with that, I think we're done with the DNA reveal. Honestly, though, it was really kind of cool to get that reveal here. It would have been cool at home, but to be on the continent and get that reveal just has a little something extra. All right, guys. With that, we'll catch you on the next video. God bless.